Welcome back, everybody. This is Eric here with Iraq Veteran 8888. Today we're going to be taking a look at another Olight flashlight today. This particular one is their PL-Mini Valkyrie 2. This is the newest version of this light from Olight, and what they've really done with it, we are going to unbox this one and we're going to shoot it some for you. What they did with it, I've already got one installed on this Smith & Wesson M&P Compact 22 here with the can on it. What they wound up doing is making it to where it will slide within its axis. All right, so when this unlocks, you can basically slide this little guy back and forth and make it fit a variety of different guns, okay? So they heard some of the complaints that they got from customers about some of the earlier Valkyrie lights. Although they are great lights, they wanted something that would truly fit on a wide variety of different pistols and everything. So they were going for a truly modular pistol light. And this little guy is really tiny, puts out 600 lumens for about an hour on a charge. And it does utilize their wireless recharging feature, which is really handy. It locks down nice and tight, and it's a nice compact unit. It does have a low battery indicator on the side, so if the battery begins to get low, it will blink and let you know. All right, so basically you would just slide it on and push it back as far as you're going to push it back. See how I pushed it back? So that literally just rides in these little teeth, and there's a little angular groove in there that when the arm is tightened down, it just pulls it all together, and the whole thing stays in place. The switch will only activate in the downward position. So that way, if you're putting it in a holster or something like that, you don't have to worry about pushing up on it and causing it to accidentally go on. And what I'm going to do before we take it out and shoot it some, I'm just going to unbox one because I want you to see the packaging and all. I mean, let's face it, a lot of us are vain, right? And sometimes the packaging is one of those things that is important to look at. So, all right, we got a little tab that says pull out. All right, we're going to pull it out. You got some instructions, which of course in a typical American fashion, we're not going to read. You got a little tool here, an instruction manual, some other tiny accessories. All right, this is your 1913 pick rail adapter. Okay, and you got your little rechargeable dongle. So you run this in your USB brick that plugs in your wall wart or whatever, it plugs into the wall. And you've got this magnetic recharging dongle. So basically, you leave the light on the pistol and you just attach this just like that. You plug it in and it charges. So the whole idea is, yeah, you get roughly about an hour runtime. For occasional plinking or for defensive use, it's great. And 600 lumens, it's a ridiculous amount of output, and it has about a 100-meter throw, which is cool. I mean, it'll blast out there a pretty good way in terms of light. All right, now we're going to turn this around, and here we have a tan version of the Valkyrie Mini number 2. So we'll probably drop that on. Tell you what, we got a Glock 19X right here that looks like this might go with that quite well. All right, it's already got the Glock adapter in it. Put that on there, push it back as far as it'll go, lock it down. And that's if you want to butt it all the way back. You don't have to put it all the way back to the trigger guard, but I mean, I find that really being able to get down on it a lot easier. I mean, that's a nice light. It's real bright. 600 lumens of output. The only thing that I could see that would be sort of a drawback or a slight detriment to this system, and believe me, it's a very minor detriment, would be if it would make standardizing the holsters a little bit more difficult. So if there were, let's just say, a Kydex maker that was wanting to make holsters for this particular, I don't know, let's just say a Glock 19X wearing this particular light, then I would assume, obviously, that it would mean that however this configuration was in when the Kydex holster was made would be the configuration you'd have to have the light in terms of its position in order to fit the holster. That's only a minor drawback, though. I think really what Olight was going for with this particular light was just modularity. They wanted it to fit a wide variety of different guns. And, you know, this little light would be really good for running on like a PDW or a small carbine or something where you don't really want a ridiculous amount of output. 600 lumens is really bright. And really 600 lumens is kind of a stupid amount of output, even for like going room to room and just searching, you know, in your house. If you accidentally run and like, you know, hit a mirror or something and you get that 600 lumens like right back in your face, that's a lot of output. But the way that a lot of these Olights work is you get reduced output as the battery dies. So it's not one of those deals where, you know, the battery runs and all of a sudden it starts to go dead and then the light won't come on. It'll just run at reduced output for an appreciable amount of time before it finally just goes dead, and it'll warn you that it does that. So these Olights are really packed with a lot of cool features that are kind of new to the weapons light world. You really don't see this kind of stuff. I mean, Olight is the only one doing a rechargeable type of dongle system, which is nice. You don't have to keep up with batteries. You don't have to buy batteries, which is great. And it just becomes kind of part of your routine. You know, if this particular light is on your carry gun, and each day when you get home, even if you didn't turn it off or on or whatever, you just pull it out of your holster, put it back on the recharger just like you would your phone or whatever for the evening. And then that way you know it's always on a good charge when you go about your business for the day. So it's pretty cool. I wanted to unbox it and kind of show you what it looks like, you know, from an aspect of unboxing it. It's really cool. And obviously, guys, it'll fit. You know, we've been experimenting putting this light on as many small pistols as we can, and I've yet to find a pistol with a rail system that it won't fit yet. And really, the tried and true function there is really that M&P compact, because this is such a tiny rail. You know, if a light will fit this, it should just about fit anything that's on the market. I would imagine that the EZ 380 that they make, I know you've seen the little 380 M&P that's got the like backstrap safety back here that you have to squeeze. That gun is a very similar size to this one, and I would imagine that this light would drop on there just fine. I like the intuitive controls. It seems to lock on there nice and tight. I haven't had a problem with any of them shooting loose yet or any weird stuff like that. You know, you do have an adjustable amount of tension that you can put on this lever. If you just loosen it and then invert it over to the other side and tighten that screw, you can actually tighten the lever if you want. So if you want a little more retention, or you got a funky frame that maybe has a little bit softer polymer and you really want to dig in there, you can tighten that lever up if you wish. All right, we're going to shoot these lights a little bit. Figuratively, of course. We're not shooting them in this particular video literally, but we're going to have a little bit of fun. And we can see it's a nice fit for this M&P Compact 22 here. We're going to start out, have a little bit of fun. You can see also the way that those lights butt up in a modular fashion exactly like they're supposed to. On the SP01, it butts up right up against the trigger guard, you know, with the mount in the most rear position and the light in the most rear position. And we can see the same thing on the Compact. So definitely fit a wide variety of different pistols. Let's have a little bit of fun. This is just some subsonic 22. Let's have a little bit of fun here. 600 lumens. All right. Couple of mags out of the 22 just for fun. Definitely nice. All right, I think I got one round left. Let's try one of our crazy trick shots here. There we go. Not bad. It's not overbearingly bright, but I like where the switch is. I do like the fact they kept it in a downward position in terms of the way the switch throws. That's nice. And just the fact that there's a light that fits the M&P Compact is a great option. And let's face it, you know, not everybody kind of wants to mess with like a operator level status kind of light. That's a great light for the money. Seems to hold up quite well. All right, we're gonna shoot a SP01. Yeah, buddy. All right, stepping up 9mm. This is the Flat Dark Earth PL-Mini 2. Let's have a little fun here. Uh-oh. A malfunction in a CZ? What is this sorcery? Failure to feed. Oh no, a malfunction. Well, I can say that the light is working and the CZ isn't. Dum dum dum. Like I need the little gopher meme where he does that number. Well, that's strange. Now this is ammo that I don't think we've ever shot out of the SP01, Chad. This is some of that 147 grain Winchester suppressor ammo, the black box. So I don't know if maybe that's an ammunition related incident. That could be a magazine related thing. That's one of my mags. I don't know. All right. Yep, same thing. Failure to feed. Look at that. Very strange. I'm going to chalk it up to ammunition related failure, man. Huh. It's quiet. That ammo's got kind of a nice tone to it. Not bad. We are out here in some adverse conditions, but hey, not too terrible. Definitely a vote against the CZ, I suppose, but I'm going to chalk it up to ammo because CZs are perfect. They never fail, right? That's what the internet says, right, Chad? The light's holding up. I do notice that the brightness started to get a little bit less bright there than the initial 600 lumen. This is the one we pulled right out of the box and we didn't charge it very long, so I'm going to chalk that up to maybe charging. But not terrible. You know, we wanted to run these just a little bit. I think these lights are a great value and they represent a lot of innovations that are happening in the weapons lights. I mean, I guess the word that you would look for me anyway, is it's like Olight is kind of a hungry company in terms of like what they're trying to innovate and do, and they're trying to break into the market. And I think it's cool that they're offering, you know, that kind of innovation. You know, not only the rechargeable capability, but just the compact size and the modularity of the light, and you know, the generous output, and just being a light that, in my mind, just works well for a wide variety of different purposes on a wide variety of different guns, and can just fill whatever niche you need it to fill, whether it's everyday carry, if you just want a light to go on your everyday carry gun, or just for searching around in the house, bump in the night sort of thing. It fits that niche pretty well. So pretty neat stuff. We wanted to show it off. It's a brand spanking new light. Olight generally gets us in these lights when right before they come out, so we can kind of, you know, shoot them a bit, see how they hold up. And we know they're tough because we've torture tested these things a good bit. I think it's a pretty dang cool light for the money, for what they cost. Pretty cool option. I know a lot of folks have been generally pretty happy with Olight offerings, so I'd like to see how they hold up for the long run, but really neat stuff. Guys, thanks for watching today's video. We really appreciate the support. We hope you enjoyed it today. Just trying to share a little bit, spread a little bit of light on these particular weapons lights here. I know that's a horrible pun. Guys, we're a little tired. It's been a long day. We've been filming all day, and I'm running out of corny jokes, so I'm just gonna stop. Guys, enjoy the rest of your day, if you're watching during the day, whatever. Thanks for watching. We appreciate all of y'all. We'll see you soon. Many more videos on the way.